I went onto Roku and I did a search for King's Ransom, and picture of Anthony Anderson and the woman who plays his wife in this movie, who's very good. Her name is Lost to Time, apparently. But there was a picture of them, so I was like, oh, that's the movie. I remember Anthony Anderson. Let's do it. So I clicked it, and it took me to Tubi. It started playing the movie, and I was like, this doesn't feel right. It ended up being a movie called King's Ransom, but not 2005's King's Ransom. It was 2025's King's Ransom. Long story short, I ended up watching King's Ransom 2025. They are not connected.
What's going on, everyone? 2025 is the 20th anniversary of Joe Loves Crappy Movies, and we're taking a look back at the movies of Joe Loves Crappy Movies. So, Joe, what are we talking about this week?
Hey, Phil, this week we're talking about the 20th anniversary of King's Ransom, the much beloved or forgotten or something movie about a business tycoon that everyone hates, and then at least five groups of people simultaneously decide they should kidnap him. Yeah. Um, the stars Anthony Anderson as that business mogul. This is Anderson's first movie where his name's above the title. Maybe the Kangaroo Jack was. I can't say for sure. But this was a very much an Anthony Anderson vehicle. Like uh, this is when he's about to become a larger star. And it's a shame it's in kind of a bummer of a movie. Anyway, huge ensemble cast. We're talking about like Anthony Anderson, Jay Moore, Donald Faison from Scrubs, um, Regina Hall, who's awesome in this movie, who's awesome in everything now. She's great. Um, Charlie Murphy. It's that kind of cast. Like it keeps going. It's fun. It's a huge ensemble, and I was thinking back on this movie from watching it 20 years ago. I have not seen it since, so I didn't remember too much about it. But it's like the world forgot about it too. Like this isn't a movie that pops up on TV all the time or is
Yeah.
in constant rotation. So like there's no classic moments. So like I didn't know what to expect. And then going back and watching it, I was surprised how tight the script is. Now, the story, I should say, because it is a story all about so many people coming together to do something from different angles and different motivations. And where the comedy really shines is it's a comedy about misunderstandings and like what those misunderstandings lead to. And that's a hard thing to write, especially with so many different characters. And this movie, story wise, I think is kind of rock solid. I was like, oh, that's clever. That's clever. That's cool. And I was like, what's wrong? Why is this movie completely disappeared? It's the rest of the package that's not quite
Okay.
living up. I like. I thought it was a really solid story. It's a funny idea too that like everyone decides he should be kidnapped. Even he himself is like, oh, I should be kidnapped myself. And then he gets kidnapped, and then a car runs into that car, and then they kidnap him. And he's like, he thinks that it's like his girlfriend's brother, even though it's not. So he's on board with it. He's like, yeah, I've never. This is my first time being kidnapped, so let's do it. It's that kind of misunderstanding fun, and it plays pretty well. I will say it's kind of funny at times for sure. There's this scene where Jay Moore beats up a hamburger mascot for like a generic fast food, but it's like this giant hamburger. He pulls over his car on the side of the road, goes up to it, basically speed tackles him, and then does a series of like wrestling style elbows. Like he's like, woo. Like I loved it. It was so funny. And there's fun stuff like that. Now, there's certainly a crowd that this would play to. Like maybe it's just not for me. Maybe it's not on my radar, but it's on other people's radar. Like maybe this is someone's favorite movie. So I don't want to like drag it through the mud, but there must be a reason that King's Ransom is a forgotten film. But having watched it, I would say it is totally watchable. it's as good as all the like terrible like run of the mill comedies that somehow break through. Like it's not a top tier comedy for sure, but it's totally watchable. Um, and fun. Like if you like those kinds of movies, then this is certainly one to get behind.
Yeah. I was thinking, um, I was gonna say because like, do you think it would have been a movie that would have like, if it were, like, 10 years older, would have played on, like, Saturday afternoons kind of thing or no?
Well, it's definitely geared at an older audience. Um, it's not like a movie like geez, something like Rat Race, where it's the same kind of level of like silly fun, but
Mhm.
definitely skewed a little bit younger, or for a wider audience. So yeah, I couldn't see it playing on a Saturday. Well, I guess Saturday afternoon plays some pretty crazy stuff. I'm pretty sure I saw Porky's on a Saturday afternoon, a heavily edited 45-minute version of Porky's.
With
so
commercials.
so yeah, maybe, but like I don't know, like I don't know. It's just one of those movies, just like it can't find a home.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of movies come out every year, and, like I think as much as we want to, we don't see all of them, so, like, some
Sure.
of them just disappear.
Right. And this is definitely one of those. When I started Joe's Cracking Movies, I made a real effort to just see as much as I could, including King's Ransom. I was like, a new
Mhm.
movie's out, I'm going to see it. It was probably opened opposite of The War of the Worlds or the next week's movie, which is Fantastic Four. It definitely came out amongst those. So like it's no surprise that it didn't do that well because
Yeah.
those movies are huge. Like it opened up in like the heat of summer. It was like the end of June and beginning of July. Like, I mean, it's a fun summer romp, but people were in action mode at that point.
Well, I can definitely see if it opened between, like, War of the Worlds and Fantastic Four, like, it's just not getting any attention like, so, like,
Yeah, there's no
even
air.
after, like, it left theaters, if nobody knew about it when it was in theaters, like, was there gonna be an audience for it, like, once it hit, like, DVD or whatnot?
Sure, yeah, it is good counter programming though, but for whatever reason, it didn't hit. I would love to do a show one time where we focus in on like movies that opened up against giant movies, and if they did well, for whatever reason, there's a few that I remember that like line up. Like Frequency came out the same day as Spider-Man or Spider-Man 2,
Oh,
one of them, and it didn't do well, but it's a perfectly fine movie.
yeah.
And that's the case. Like a lot of movies get buried by superheroes, especially these days.
Mhm. And I'm gonna venture to guess that you do not own this on DVD or Blu-ray?
I sure
Is there a
don't know.
Blu-ray?
I couldn't imagine. Is there a demand for Blu-ray? No, I don't think there is, but there might be. Like I said, this is somebody's favorite movie. I will
Yeah.
say, I went to because I don't own it. I went looking for it streaming because everything's streaming except this movie. I went onto Roku and I did a search for King's Ransom and picture of Anthony Anderson and the woman who plays his wife in this movie, who's very good. Her name is Lost to Time. Apparently, I can't. That's how big this cast is. She's not even on the first page. But there was a picture of them, so I was like, oh, that's the movie. I remember Anthony Anderson. Let's do it. So I clicked it, and it took me to Tubi, and I'm a Tubi supporter. I love Tubi. They have some crazy stuff on Tubi. Um, it started playing in the movie, and I was like, this doesn't feel right. It ended up being a movie called King's Ransom, but not 2005's King's Ransom. It was 2025's King's Ransom. Yeah. So my first reaction, of course, was they remade King's Ransom, not somebody else took a very popular phrase and made a new movie out of it. Long story short, I ended up watching King's Ransom 2025. They are not connected, and they are not of equal quality. I don't
Oh,
know if I should tell you if one's higher or lower. It's weird. King's Ransom 2005 is made better. King's Ransom 2025 maybe has a better intentions. I don't know. Flee. King's Ransom 2025 is uh, a rom com, group of friends. One of the friends falls in love with this girl, and it's about him trying to connect with them. And at first, it feels very wish fulfillment, sort of like uh, the star of the movie is probably the writer, and his character, he's right on the edge of becoming like the next big thing, and like he gets all the hottest girls and all that stuff. So he's like, it feels like that kind of movie. Like I'm gonna write myself as the coolest person in the world, but it ends up being like a really sweet story about falling in love and if it's worth going for it. And I was impressed that like the group of friends were not all cool guys. They were real. They felt like real people, and like they even included a closeted guy that came out to his friends, and they were totally cool. And I was like, oh, this is great, proper representation for all in 2025. So I was surprised. It's a good movie, but not made super great. But anyway, the ending is also worth note, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody that might want to see it. I'll save
I
it for the
mean,
very, very, yeah. I
yeah.
mean, no one's gonna watch it.
I mean, they might on based on your recommendation. Who knows?
All right, so no, no, I don't want to. I don't need that kind of responsibility. All
You can spoil it right now.
right, spoil it real quick for the ending of King's Ransom 2025. Um, they do a brave ending, like not brave like the Pixar movie where the guy suddenly gets a bow and arrow. No, they make a brave choice where the two people come together at the end and they have a big conversation and they don't end up being together. Like they decide to go separate ways. I was like, oh, cool, that's great. And then the guy is outside, and his name is King, and he's outside and he looks sad. And this girl comes up to him and she's like, they have a little meet cute. And he finds out that her name is Queenie. And then he gives a look to the camera like, oh, like this is my soulmate. And I was like, oh, where have I seen this before? And it is spoilers for 500 Days of the Summer. Yeah. It is that ending where Minka Kelly says her name is Autumn, I think. But I was impressed with their choice there, and kind of impressed that at a lot of choices they made. I wish that the quality was a little bit better, but I spent as much time talking about King's Ransom 2025 as I did 2005. Both totally watchable movies. Are great.
Honestly, I was hoping that like um, King's Ransom 2025 was like a gritty crime drama, and then
Yeah,
you started watching it and you're like,
yeah,
wait, I don't remember this.
yeah. And also Anthony Anderson's in it. What? I would have sealed it. I would have loved that.
And for those of you who are playing at home, this is our 25th.
This is it. Yeah.
This is the last one in our for 25.
And you have not seen King's Ransom,
I
right?
have definitely not seen this movie.
So yeah, this is number 25. And it brings us to, I have 2, 4, 6, 8. You have 2, 4, 5.5. I'll give you a half
Perhaps.
for War of the Worlds. Since you say you weren't sure if you
I
watched it.
like I feel like I probably watched it like because like but there's definitely like holes in my memory from War of the
Yeah.
Worlds. So like but that could just be my memory.
I'm impressed though. 5.5 to 8. I would have thought I owned way more than you saw.
I would have bet the same.
Just because I was a total uh, physical media content junkie at this point. I was just getting everything. Um, but there's good movies here that you have not seen. I'm gonna make you watch Pacifier.
Is it streaming anywhere?
No, no. Oh wait, no, it's a Disney movie. It's Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus. I'm gonna tell you it's part of the Fast and the Furious universe, and we'll see how quickly you'll watch it then.
So when I do my rewatch, like where should it go in between like
Oh,
5 and 6?
no, no, no. That's where he was when he didn't come back for Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh, so it should
Yeah,
go The Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, The Pacifier, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
bingo. That actually might be chronologically for when the movies came out. It's hard to say. But of those, the top first 25 is done. I don't know what we're gonna do for the next 25, but I'm excited.
Yeah. We should keep track of like still like what you own and what I've seen.
Yeah, I think
Because
that's fun.
I feel like that number is going to go like seriously, at least in the next few. All right. So for King's Ransom, if somebody's looking to if they if they can't find King's Ransom streaming anywhere and they want to watch a movie with similar vibes,
Okay,
is there something you would recommend?
bunch of good movies came to mind for this one. Um, from like I really keyed in on the whole misunderstanding aspect of it, like ensemble cast with huge misunderstandings and the comedy that comes from that. Reminded me very much of Three's Company, which I watched in reruns as a kid. But movie wise, there's a movie called Noises Off, which is about um, Michael Caine plays this director of a play, and he's putting on this play. And he's trying to get his actors into shape so that they can, perform the play. But you get the story of the play, but you also get the story of the relationships how, as that the actors have with one another, or and the director, and so on. Michael Caine, Christopher Reeves, John Ritter, Carol Burnett, uh, show favorite Mark Lynn Baker. Um, it's a great ensemble and crazy misunderstandings. Really fun stuff. Really funny. Um, Also a very old movie though. It's like a late '80s, early '90s movie. So something more modern that actually might be a better fit is something like Game Night. Huge ensemble, tons of misunderstandings, really funny. Or an even better fit is probably Friday because it not only does it have a huge ensemble, um, and then the misunderstandings, but it also speaks. It does what another thing that King's Ransom does that I may not be the best person to speak towards, but uh, Friday and King's Ransoms also tell the perspective of the Black experience. Um, and that's important, especially for vibes. So safest bet, Friday. Old white man's recommendation, noise is off.
I mean, you sold me on the cast. Once you got to like Cousin Larry,
Yeah, you gotta love Barkley Baker. Uh, but yeah, all those movies are great. So yeah, watch this.
cool. Any final parting thoughts on this 25th movie that we've re-reviewed? I guess.
I feel like I'm a broken record with this, but like, because I feel like I say the same thing every week, but like, here it is. Better than I remembered. Really worth a rewatch. Fun. I don't know. Maybe I just like movies, but like these rewatches aren't hurting me. I haven't gotten to one where I've been like this is devastatingly painful to go through. And I would have bet that King's Ransom might have been in. What's the worst on
Interpreter.
the list? What Interpreter?
Interpreter.
Well, no, there's good things in that. I don't know. I'll rewatch it. I'll let you
Okay.
know. That was months ago. I barely remember it.
Well, it's time for a rewatch of that. I think.
I think so. It's the 20th and 1 month anniversary of The Interpreter.
All right, everyone. Have you seen King's Ransom either 2005 or 2025? Is it your favorite movie? Let us know in the comments below.
Yes, please. Tell me. Oh man, Anthony Anderson's gonna pop up on our chat.
And if you like this, feel free to give this video a like. And if you're new here, subscribe. And we'll catch y'all in the next one, the 26th, Joel's Crappy Movies.
Yeah, it's a good one.
All right. See you in the next one.